And so we're back with My Hero Academia Vigilante, as Koichi has managed to unlock desperate power-up after desperate power-up, and in a certain capacity so has number 6. They've hit the limit time after time after time after time. But for Koichi, and even number 6, while this is a desperate, bloody struggle, it is also a childhood dream. A dream of playing heroes, fighting against one another. Heroes in their own mind. They're living out their dreams as the world crumbles around them. Who will hold out? Let's find out. So, I love the way this chapter is showing and interspersing Koichi desperately battling against the massive energy form of number 6. And juxtaposing that with a child Koichi playing with the amorphous child blob of number 6. And despite the fact that you have number 6 just destroying, building after building with every punch, Koichi just barely manages to block, manages to shoot off some of his energy attacks. It's insanity. It is absolute insanity. Because neither one of them is giving an inch. Alright, we're in episode 120. Rootin' for ya. That's what we're all doing for Koichi. But is that what All for One is doing for number 6? We got a mental inner monologue by All for One. How to explain this is not just a crawler now. Even number 6, on the verge of burning away to nothing, seems to be dancing, frolicking even, in the ceaseless exchange of passionate blows. Where does their energy spring from? What are their respective quirks tapping into? Nothing visible, nothing I yet comprehend. So even All for One is just like, where is this power coming from? How are they continuing to push themselves further and further past their limit? That's shonen manga for you. Seriously. Some unknown frontier beyond the shining light. The domain beyond the singularity. How does one arrive there? Leave it to All for One to be like, how do I use shonen power-ups for my own wants and needs? And then, I guess a mental visage of Knuckle Duster appears behind All for One? And then it's like they both just disappear. Knuckle Duster says, a scumbag collector like you would never get it. Wild. And Koichi, he's still managing to damage number 6's energy form, knocking his arm off. But then the severed arm of number 6 goes in to attack Koichi. And Koichi thinks, from below? Isn't that the arm I blasted off? And then Koichi notices his arms reattach as number 6 has Koichi at his mercy, ready to clap them cheeks. Koichi thinks, oh crud, from both sides this time. And slam! Cheeks to be clapped. Koichi thinks as he falls to the ground, oh crap, the second I lose focus, the damage hits me all at once. Yeah, cause he's deeply injured too. But Koichi and Pop Step's friends call out, Koichi, you got this. Get the job done. Come on, Koichi. Hell yeah. Keep your head in the game, crawler. Show us you've got guts. So Koichi reaches out to a nearby building with his hand to slow his descent, although he does slam right into the building. Thanks to the 3 points of contact, it isn't as bad as it honestly could have and should have been. He looks down to his friends who are cheering him on, and he says, Miu and the whole gang. And as more and more people gather and see Koichi, they say, hey, ain't that the crawler? He's in one whopper of a battle. Koichi thinks the people are out in full force. Yikes, the battle must have shifted over here as we fought. I mean, yeah, dude, you've been going at it for a long time. People were... It'd be strange if nobody did show up. Koichi calls to the people, you're in danger, people, get away. Forget the cheer squad act, as the people keep... cheering him on. Because, I mean, he's a local helpful hero to them. And they're saying, what did he say? Can't hear you, kid. We're rooting for you. As they don't notice the debris from the buildings that have been damaged in the fight go crumbling down. Only for the guys from the Narahita Cafe to come in and, save them from any kind of damage or destruction. They scream out, where? East Narahita's own Copper's Cafe, bringing you a luxurious spot where you can chill with cute kitties, check out our adorable lineup. I love that they're using this as a sales pitch. They say, listen up, good citizens, you'd better beat it. Samezu and Namamiru, you lead these fine people away from here. As those two delinquents, the guy with the eye beams and the guy who always wears the bandana, saying, this way, everyone. They say, Hat Kid, get the girlies out of here. Well, the girls are just like, but we're here to help too. But they say, forget it, just run. And the Hopper's Cafe guys say, and you, Crawler, don't let that monster near our shop. One busted up business is bad and is enough for a lifetime. And Koichi's just like, okay. They're just trying to save their livelihood, I understand that. But then a chopper is overhead with a newscaster on the megaphone going, attention, citizens of Narahita. That giant villain is fast, brutal, and a threat to your lives. Evacuate the area and get away as far away as possible. I repeat, get as far away as you can now. As number 6 is just continuing to just boom, crush every building in his vicinity, trying to find Koichi. But he spots the chopper, looking back, and he sends out his arm like an energy tendril, destroying the propeller blades, sending the reporter woman, the camera guy, and the pilot flying out of the copter as it spins out of control. And so Koichi goes rocketing up in order to help out, saying, oh no, so they're too far away. I won't make it in time. Only for some fabric or thread to come wrapping around the newscaster's megaphone as her clothes begin to unravel, grabbing onto a nearby overpass. And the same happens for the other two who were in the helicopter. They're saved, and a great majestic voice shouts out over the megaphone. We've lost contact with the rest of the city, and now a giant villain is on the rampage. A daunting crisis, to be sure. We can hardly begin to imagine your distress, but I urge you all to take heart, as the thread of hope remains intact, because this town still has its heroes. It's the best genius giving the damnedest best speech he ever has. Like, my god, Best Genius is looking like such a Chad right now. And we see that Eraserhead, Edgeshot, and Ingenium are still out there, have made it to the scene, and are ready to help out. The backup that I've been saying is coming for like the past, 20 chapters, or 20 or 30 chapters, has finally arrived. But yeah, it's finally happening. Now, by proxy of knowing this is a prequel series, we know that the heroes make it out okay. We know that Eraserhead, Best Genius, Edgeshot, and Genium, they all live to see tomorrow. They never reference Koichi, so I very much doubt he died in this whole situation, but you never know. I'm glad because Koichi, he is destroyed. His body is destroyed. Like, once this is all said and done, Koichi will be out of commission for months. Like, this is not something you just walk away from. But I'm also wondering, is the events here going to come into play with the main book? Like, it felt like All for One was actually learning something from this fight. But then, that visage of Knuckle Duster, what did that mean? How did he see it? Like, it's one thing for All for One to show up as a ghostly visage within number 6's mind. But is this like a construct of number 6's mind? I figured this was just like an astral projection of All for One or something, because he has so many quirks. Why not? But how can Knuckle Duster interact with whatever this is? I'm deeply confused on what this could possibly be. But this was still a fantastic chapter. Lots of action. Like, it is a shame that Vigilantes has not been animated in any capacity, because the action here, like, animated by Studio Bones, this would be peak, I tell you. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you relieved like I am that the heroes have shown up? Or do you wish that it was Koichi who had ultimately done the finishing blow on number 6. Do you still think he just might? Maybe. I'm thinking that with enough support from the heroes, he'll be able to kind of take down number 6, whatever taking down number 6 would mean. And what do you think about All for One and that encounter with Knuckle Duster? In what capacity does that operate? Is it ethereal? Is it through a quirk? Is it Knuckle Duster dying and his ghost showing up to All for One? What do you think it is? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. That way you don't miss out on the next My Hero Academia Vigilantes. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.